Good evening, everybody. I know I am very, very late. I just got in, excuse me, and actually I wanted to get to the library. I've got something on hold, which I think I will have to start paying for if I don't pick it up. I guess tomorrow now. But it was not an easy, not an easy evening. So I did not get a lot of sleep last night. I'm actually really feeling it to a point where I was sort of on the verge of saying maybe I won't stream, but I do want to stream. And I actually also sort of debated Outlast Trials, but I realize I've been playing that a lot, and that people may not. It may not be the sort of thing that everybody wants to see. I'm not ruling it out, but I think given that I did quite a bit of it recently, it would be nice to change it up. So that leads me to say Uncle Chops is the good option here, particularly because I don't know, I get to it's a game where the sort of the failures are like they're less clear that it's my addled state as opposed to the just enjoying the game. Now, it does say here that it is installing. Hmm. I would have thought that this would be installed already, but it's taken its time. If I have to, I'll hit the cancel button. Actually, what I will do, let's take a quick look at the store page. No longer on sale, but not an expensive game. It is $25.99. And turns out, I'm actually just taking a look at this right now. There is an earlier game by the same developer called Filament, which I'm going to take a quick minute here. Looks like a puzzle game. I actually think they did a excuse me. Sorry, I should probably bring my apologies. Might help if you could actually see the thing I'm looking at here. There's something I kind of like about the trailer that they've done here. So a lot of trailers will they'll sort of have like these long, languid, sort of empty shots of all the credits, and like people aren't gonna watch that, right? Like the amount of time people will spend on advertising, like unless it's something they want to opt into. So like obviously, if there's a new Doom game that's announced, you know, they're going to then people are gonna watch. But like, if you are trying to convince someone, like Filament,
I don't
never.
know how you do it. Traveling alone all the way out here. It's a good job you showed up when you did. Things were starting to get a little dicey up here on my own. I can't.
Oh, Uncle Chop's Rocket Shop is starting now, so. I really like that opening anime. I like it. I get it's just the parallels that, you know, I happen to like it whenever I see that in in a session. But yeah, the one thing I did want to say about the trailer that I really liked is that you'll have some of these incredibly indulgent pans, or, you know, just not a whole lot to look at. Let me just take a minute here. OBS seems to be having a moment.
I'd say I found myself to be the best.
All right, I think we're in slightly better shape. It does look like my, like the audio is basically going to freeze whenever I tab out from OBS. That's not ideal for me, but I don't think I have any kind of a fix for it. So please do let me know if the sound is going crazy. The potential drawback here is if, I don't know how I could, okay, I got an idea here. I do want to make sure that that lag doesn't affect chat. Just bear with me a second here. Yeah, so anyways, while I'm just doing a little bit of maintenance here, the thing that I like about the trailer that we watched, they still have the credits rolling by. You still know who it is, but it's done over gameplay. So, and that is, you know, it's nice when you sort of say to people, like, it's a nice kind of compromise where you can say to people, it's like, okay, look, you know, if you want to show that you made the game, that's fine, but just, you know, don't do it, like, don't have a black screen with, you know, from the mind of, you know. And I also kind of understand it, because, you know, you put so much time into this thing, and you want to realize you want to get the credit for it. But anyways, it's just a personal observation. All right. All right, looks like if there is a delay, it's not enough to get in the way of chat. Apparently I've been on 18 runs, which is slightly crazy to think about, because I definitely feel like I'm obviously at the beginning because it's day one, but I definitely feel like I've not done that many runs. But then again, I also fail very quickly in this game, so I'm going to trust the computer to count correctly rather than myself. And if you have not played Uncle Chop's Rocket Chop, or if you've not seen it before, you are in for a treat. Ellen Ripley recommended this, and like absolutely sort of detected the kind of thing I'm into. So this is quite a unique, slightly profane, but very amusing game. Something like, how do I put this? Like, keep talking, nobody explodes, crossed with like a job simulator. You take your pick, really. Wake up. I feel like I should be able to use my mouse here, but all right. Your first rate payment will be 280, and it's due in 3 days. I'll see you then. Let us hope our next conversation is a fruitful one. Again. So I'm going to put myself in some debt here, but let's do... Actually, let's go all in. So this might be overdoing it. Oh yeah, man. I'm somehow gonna get 1,000 coins in 2 days. Yeah, that was a little too greedy. But that's fine. I'm committed now. Let's go for the largest. Okay, camera. Far out. You're freaking looking dude, ain't you? All right, so this is one that I sort of remember, but I also think I need change of focus. Okay, looking good. That's the broad idea, rules. Now we just repeat this with as many customers as I can. I should have paid attention to how much money I made off of that, because that will indicate whether or not I want to extend the timer or not. But fix the oil module, place the oil. Hey, hi, hello. Right. I'm slightly at a loss. I can't recall. Oh god, yeah. Hoping this is enough. You may notice as I walk over that sewer or manhole cover, okay, 92 for an oil change. He complains as I go over that. That will come up a little bit later. Now, I haven't used the grimoire yet, just because I'm doing some of the basic jobs. That will come up in a little bit. Let's do the mystery. Open me. I'll take it. Cost me time though, so refuel. Oh, that's too easy though. Fill up the fuel tanks. Hey, Darl. Do what you need to do. I'm an idiot. So, $10 I could have used for something better, but hey, I don't know who you are up there. Come back here tonight. I want to talk. It's not where I want to be. Yeah, 26 for that, and what a pleasant surprise. I expected less, but you pulled through. Keep it up, whatever it is. 26, and I paid 10 to replace the fuel canister. That's not really worth it. I need to take the highest value items I can find, right? Okay, fix the identification module. Hey, you got a can, right? Yes, neat. I'm gonna ruin it. Alright. Okay, 8's good enough. Looking sharp. Probably have time for one more quick one. I don't even think we're halfway on my financial goal. Well, this is just fantastic. Really. You did your job and everything. Fix the oil module. Okay. Okay, crap. It's definitely going to be tight. Oh, I don't have money for it. Damn it. Okay, just wasted a bunch of time on that. One of these. One of these. And let's pray. Oh, crap. All right. We netted a positive amount there, just... Again. I'm curious if I can go to bed without talking to the guy. Yep, there it is. Go deal with that ship, and I'll deal with the dead guy. You didn't come last night. Tonight's your last chance to talk. Otherwise, bad shit might start to happen around here. Oh. Right. I'm off. Hold the fort. So where I can, I'll try and get the high value items. The other thing I forgot to do is unpack all the boxes. But we'll do that as we need. Let's go for the generous. Identification and fuel. I think I know what's wrong. I made it worse. All right, I'm gonna just YOLO it all the way the other way. Focus may still be screwed up, but all right. So I want to make sure. Oh God, he's gonna make me pay for it all. Let's make sure we have water. Okay. No, damn it! And we got the crystal clear focus. I haven't consulted the Grimoire yet, so apparently I haven't forgotten as much of the game as I thought. I do like the coins, but one day the universe will snuff us both out, like waning candles caught by a gentle breeze. For the time being, though, just fix my junk, okay? Oil and fuel. I think there's a head, don't mess with that. Also, I seem to have forgotten my oil canister somewhere. Good. Still in the hole, but this is the worst thing I've ever seen. And I've seen people die. Oil and rebreather, that's going to take a time. Well, isn't this just the ass end of nowhere? Oh, it looks great, though. Real find. Okay. I can already see what's wrong with these. So, on the surface, rebreather seems fine. It is not fine. I think I messed up. Oh, it turns out I didn't need it. It's not a perfect fill, but it's what I'm going to give him. Insufficient breathable gas. That sucks, but I'll live with it. Seems like this was hard for you. I'm proud of what you've achieved here. Okay, let's try and do a quick one. That's not quick. Fix the headlights. Ooh, this is gonna take some time. Don't judge me. Don't judge me! Obviously replacing one of these. I forgot what the blinker fluid is. Use freeze. Yeah, I'm gonna run out of time though. Broken headlight. I thought they were already fixed, but ugh, why? I'd rather you hadn't even tried. Alright, so I basically need to make 400 and change.
When
Druce cares for you deeply, Wilbur. Oh, the things he's done for you. The things he will do. The things he's doing as we speak. Do the ends justify the means, Wilbur? Will it all have been worth it? All right. We need to get out of the 159 hole and pay rent. Morning. Fancy a pint? I kid. Unless... You didn't come last night. Tonight's your last chance to talk. Otherwise, bad shit might start to happen around here. Arrgh. I don't think that's how I normally do it, but I guess it's too late to rearrange now. Oh no. Alright, so I'm not optimistic, but let's see where this goes. Thing is, I haven't needed to use any of this stuff. What's that noise? Oh, I'm done. Fix the tomfoolery module rebreather. Brother, my vessel is sick. It requires attention. Okay, we're gonna consult the grimoire. So I didn't do a good job of explaining this, but this is the kind of the heart of the game. I've been going by memory on a lot of this. Okay, so disarm panel. So first of all, we top up button, timer LED. Okay, so we roll the dice. We need the opposite side of the die. Oh crap. Yeah, so 3, and then enter the captcha sequence. Okay, so we need the lowest, highest eye count, prioritizing right-hand side, and largest number of eggs. Okay, I obviously screwed up. Okay, roll the dice. Nearby LED should appear green. So we take the reverse side, so 4 is still 3. Enter the captcha, so you place the 3 captcha buttons in the correct order as explained on the following pages. So, so greatest eye count. I'm clearly getting this wrong. I have done this successfully before, so okay. So, highest eye count, which to me would be greatest. Highest glyph direction, which would then be this one. So I'll try the largest... Nope. Press the 3 CAPTCHA buttons in the correct order as explained on the following pages. Order the CAPTCHA glyphs with reference to the following priority. Greatest eye count, rightward glyph direction, and then leg count. So this is the part that I'm a little flummoxed by. Which is fine, that's where the fun lies, but... Okay, so we've got a tie between these. Both of them are on the right, so the greatest number of legs... So I think we would do... No, I obviously got that wrong. Eye count first. Same here. This gets higher priority than this. I think I'm actually just going to take... I mean, the day's kind of gone already, so at this point I should take the time and actually learn the security system. So, set the pip dial to the value corresponding to the rolled dice's reverse face, so 5, and in this case, right, we know it's a 2. Enter the CAPTCHA sequence, so press 3 CAPTCHA buttons in the correct order as explained on the following pages. Order the CAPTCHA glyphs with reference to the following priority. First of all, the greatest number of eyes, right? So we're choosing between the 3s, but then we need to pick the glyph direction, so the one that's closest to the right wins out there, then the highest leg count. So this one's closest to the right, so this should be first. So then we do the same thing again, greatest number of eyes. There's only one with the greatest number of eyes, which would tell me we do this one next. Finally, we do the remaining one, which is this. Push the disarm lever. If correctly disarmed, the timer should reset. Yeah, and it didn't like that. So the drawback with this is that I seem to be just doing the same thing over and over and over again without really seeing any change, so I would say that would have been my guess. Okay, so 4 gives us 3. Now they're all 2s, so presumably I would go 1, 2, 3 here. So I'm going to try going from leg to eye count just to see if that changes things. Because at this point, like if I keep doing the same thing over and over again, it's not going to help. So if we prioritize legs, that would mean it's between these two. So then we prioritize direction, which would be this one. So then this has the next highest legs. Yeah, that didn't change it. So. And I can't see a situation where where we do sort of the middle here. So highest eyes, rightmost legs. Oh, here we go. Fuel fully depletes. Okay, the disarm panel contains all the controls. The lever will need to be pushed in order to complete the disarm sequence, which, yeah, we've already done. Oh, and we can also... Okay, so I don't need to do this every time. Okay, so LED needs to appear green. We take this to 1. CAPTCHA sequence, again, if I go by eyes, then position... I think because I'm struggling on this one, I might actually look... What I'll do is I think I'll study the grimoire first, and then I'll see if I can... I might actually take the time to look this up, because I know I've done it before, and I've obviously lost it. So again, order the CAPTCHA glyphs with reference to the following priority. Highest priority would be greatest number of eyes. Brother, I must declare you excommunicate. This has been a grievous insult. So interestingly enough, the greatest number of eyes is not in the... So it could be I was actually doing this in the reverse order. I probably just misread the order. Order the capture glyphs with reference to the following priority. So... yeah, it's maybe not... obviously, I think this is intentional that they're playing with the direction here, but let's just say then that we say lowest, leftmost, and lowest. So lowest number of eyes, leftmost, yeah, okay. Lowest number of eyes, in between, lowest number... That's almost certainly where I got it wrong. It's also the one thing I didn't try. Look, who I am isn't important, but I live here in this... we're gonna skip. Hello, valued devotee. I have come to collect your first rent payment of 280. Devotee, this breach will not go unpunished. Your position here is untenable. You will be removed. You need not collect your things. Goodbye. So that was probably my worst showing so far, but hey, Wilbur. I was just doing some casual reading, just some ancient tomes of magic. You know, the usual. Anyway, turns out my method of zooping was outlawed. You see, occasionally, it has been known to leave a non-zero amount of the Zopee behind. So maybe bear that in mind and, you know, do what you can to prevent that from happening, I guess. I'm gonna do the pancake and cartridge. All right, let's have a better showing. Don't have the encoder, but hurry. My lust for conquest spill over, and your station become a ruin. Okay. Oh, that was obviously out of focus. I think I'm just gonna take my chances with wasn't perfect focus, but it did the trick. Formidable, a duty well fulfilled. You would do well to join us. So I'm a little eager to try and get a bit further in just so I can show some of the more complex ones. Obviously, I made a meal of the security system. Nope. Come on. Oh, it's headlights, damn it. To lovingly fill them with blinker fluid. All right, looking good. There we go. So if I recall correctly, the oil and fuel aren't very high-paying jobs. Theoretically, they should be fast ones, but I guess it depends how much I remember. Guess we'll find out how much it costs in a bit. Okay, close that down. Yeah, that's fine. So 32 for all that effort. I don't think that's a high-paying job. I think I'll actually start trying to take some notes, but... Okay. Because there is a small break in terms of... okay, let's do... Fix the oil module and unfuck the shitter. Everyone has this their place, and this is yours. Alright, I have ideas. It's been a while since I've done one of these. There we go. Oh, hang on. Oh, that's the way. Okay, no, we're good. So I'm going to wait for the next day, but later, nerd. See you never. But the aim here, I think I'll grab a specific notepad for this. I want to kind of figure out my, okay, let's go for something very easy then. To think that you exist in these conditions. The Golden One weeps for you, child. Seconds. Damn it! These are not exactly high margin tasks. Alright, there's going to be a bit of a penalty on that. So, I mean, we made 10 off of it, practically. But we did almost get the, the rent. So, I just need a minute to think what's the best way for me to do this. I can use a little writing pad that I've got here. God. I used to have a nice tidy desk. It's a little, what's the diplomatic way? But a little busy. Okay, so I'm going to start writing down how long it takes me to do certain jobs and the money I get for them. An opulent result worthy of higher standings than these. You will cross the veil in time, I have no doubt. Again. Yep, there it is. Go deal with that ship and I'll deal with the dead guy. I'm gonna need more oil. Oh, you know what? That's close enough. Okay, so I didn't quite get the start. I don't know where the day starts, but I believe we're at 7:13. So for our effort, Put out the fire and the oil, and we get 52. Right. I'm off. Hold the fort. Okay, let's do a pick her up generous. Fix identification module. Shit! I didn't mean to throw that away. Hey, I don't know who you are up there. Come back here tonight. I want to talk. Yeah. I'll say close enough. Okay, so that was 543. Okay. So that's identification. Bad focus. And oh, I got 8 for that. Wow, actually bad focus nails you. Lend your talent to the cause. Return me to the sky. Rebuild my wings. Unfuck the shitter and fix the broken realm. Yikes. Okay. Okay. All right. I messed this up. Okay, fine. 343. I didn't see what time it was, but got 90. Okay, 254. Find a new duty. Such meddling only hampers our efforts. So I've got time for one more, like, serious one. Actually, oil feels like a lame one to do. Error. Information from this instance is restricted. I didn't see how much oil there was, but let's assume I'm gonna need some. That was a good assumption. That's 142. Analyzing. Result adequate. Passable. Fuel isn't worth enough, so let's go for the tough one. I gotta be on the ball, but God damn it. Okay, not great. I think I bit off a little more than I can chew, but let's do our best. I'm just gonna throw it all into the ship and hope for some kind of amnesty. Okay. So I mean, a net's a net, so the only question here is how much time you get at the start of the day. An opulent result, worthy of higher standings than these. You will cross the veil in time, I have no doubt. Okay, just give me a second to reorient myself. Remember that one thing we did that one time? No? A shame. Well, let me know when we've done it, so that we may reminisce. Oh, sorry, give me a minute here. Good times. I hope you crush it today, Wilbur. Rooting for you. You didn't come last night. Tonight's your last chance to talk. Otherwise, bad shit might start to happen around here. You good? Alright. Oh. Alright, let's I don't know if I want the pancakes, though. I feel like the encoder is a little more appropriate. I think I get that the next day, right? Yeah. Okay. So one thing I want to keep an eye on is... Oh yeah, it's 8 minutes. Okay. So I'm taking some physical notes. Tick tock, tick tock. Oh, right. Fix the suspicious beeping. That noise is unusual, right? You have no chance, Foxman. Fix, please. Alright, we need the grimoire for this one. Concerning pipe bombs. Identify the combination of patterns present across all 4 wires, i.e. plane spiral dual. On the Venn diagram, find where the identified patterns intersect, cut accordingly. Okay, so double lines, which means we snip. Should be the 3rd? Yes. Okay. So we've got plain and then 1 striped. So that's the leftmost. Okay, so all dotted. Want me to get your oil for you or something? Okay, so that was to 630. And we got 330 for our trouble. Tick tock, Foxman, tick tock. So fuel and identification. Get the grimoire out of here. God damn it. I get one more of these, otherwise I'll have to buy a new. That actually doesn't look too bad. No. That is definitely bad. Okay, we're just gonna risk it. I shouldn't risk it because I know how much I lose, but we've also wasted time on this, so... So 346. That was identification and fuel. Obviously, I'm not including tips as well. I'm just trying to get some general ideas. Okay, let's do... I still want to be getting some cash here. Christ, what the fuck's up with your eyes? God, if that one needs fuel. All right. One of these. Again, sorry I'm not consulting the grimoire, but obviously this is time sensitive, so I don't want to consult it when it's not necessary. I didn't get the time, but... Hey, look at that. You should be proud. Maybe go call someone and let them know how well you did. Oil? I don't know what this is. Well, you know what? Let's do it. Fix the broken realm. Employee, we have funds. You possess the desired skill set. This is a beneficial collaboration. All right, this is gonna be tricky. Oop. Now, depending on the challenge, this might be one that takes a really long time. Okay. Okay, VR. I'm thinking we can't afford... Yeah. Suitable repair work detected. We shall now depart. I'm gonna bounce for the day. Got a poker game to get to. Sleep well. Hello, valued devotee. I have come to collect your first rent payment of 280. Thank you, valued devotee. Your generosity has been noted. I will return when your next rent is due. It will be 850. Goodbye, valued devotee. Alright, so I'm gonna take a minute here to see if maybe... I am encumbered with suffering. Okay, so we already have any of the greens we already have. So what were we working towards? So 20 to forbid refuel. Lonomatic begins each run repaired. Not sure. Okay, I think I know what that's doing. Desperation Day might be interesting. That is, like, you can kind of see that as like a 280, that can seem like a $280 dollar boost. But I also, I also feel like that just, I don't know, like, I feel like that it's a nice lump sum, and the question is, what is the value of all those little incremental things? Like, for instance, if it's 280, if we have, what is it, Desperation Day? Like 20% more. So if the total, I don't know, I mean, like 20%, that's a lot. So, like, I guess it'd be like 1,400 I would need to earn in a day for Desperation Day to be worth the same. But then again, it's also worth, it costs like half of the alternative. So, sorry, I really need to wrap myself up in a blanket. I may actually take a small tea break, but I want to take some time and this out. I may actually take the time to play around with Excel a little bit. I'm not like super good at Excel, but So I mean, the stuff I want I can't afford, so we're just gonna leave that aside. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take a minute here and we're gonna do display capture. Behold, the gamer's best friend. Okay, so what's a clever way that I can do this? Yeah, time doesn't... Okay, you know what, the best thing I can do here is convert to seconds is probably the best bet. Okay. So the first one took us 47 seconds. What? Ah. So I'm going to be expanding this by okay, yeah. Okay, so the drawback here, so there's like, in one sense, there's a really, really detailed way that I can do this. I guess I should just zoom into this. I can make this a table somehow. Yeah. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to sort of take all of my runs. Now this is mostly record keeping. So like the main idea that I want to do here is identify the tendencies for me, and in terms of like how long it takes me to do certain things and how much money I get for them. So for instance, I got 8 here. So to go from 13 seconds. So 73 seconds, 90 seconds. So there's one big error on that one. So the ideal form for this would be for me to record exactly the nature of my errors, but the problem is that's pretty painful in terms of record keeping, and then I kind of need to, like, eventually I'm going to try and plot this out a little bit just to get an idea in terms of like relative to the amount of time I take, how much does this job pay? And there's actually one version of this where I can say, well, you know what, don't even include whether or not I made an error. You know, like, let's just see what my, you know, where the central tendency for my paydays are on these things. But yeah, with this in mind, I want to try and keep a rough idea. The drawback here is I'm trying to calculate the times in my head, so I'm sure I'm going to be making some mistakes in terms of what it takes. Okay, so VR and toilet for this one. I think probably it's safe for me to copy false consistently. Okay, so for that one, we got 90. So I went from 543 to 234. Sorry, 54. So it took me 43 seconds. Wow, that actually took me a long time. Sure. So, I'd normally like kind of put this to the left or something, but oh, actually, I guess there's a way I can. No. There should be a way that I can. No, I don't want to change the. All right. I'll live. Yeah, so oddly enough, like putting out that oil and fire and the oil change is like one of the best paying jobs that I've had so far. Now, obviously, that's not normalizing for the error, but even though that on paper was a well-paying job, it took a whole lot. So one of the things that I can do, even within Excel, but probably I just jump into Python for something like this, I can, you know, I can use these as sort of little indicator variables and roughly get the idea of like what the most valuable job is for me, you know, on a per second basis. But right now, I just like the idea of doing a bit of record keeping and seeing exactly what my actual returns are here. Okay, an oil change. So for that one, I got 83, which feels pretty generous. I went from 254 to 142, so that's 68 seconds, no errors. Yeah, so actually oil changes seem to be right. That actually seems to be a pretty decent way to make a living. All right, so I've obviously messed up one of the counts here. because 8 times 60 does not equal 476. I'm missing 4 seconds. You know what? This isn't worth spending that much time for. So this one had 2 errors, I believe. Alright, so I got 330 for the pipe bombs, but it took me a minute and a half. So again, still one of my better paying missions, but probably not a repeatable one either. So the next one was identification and fuel, so that's 141 there. That took me from 630 to 346. So that's 2 minutes, 2.5. 2.5 and 14, so 150, 164. All right. Headlights got me 76. So that was 2 minutes and 2 seconds. No errors. I wish I had a better system. So like I mentioned Python earlier, like probably the better thing for me to do is just like write down some sort of structured entry, like, you know, the fee, the time, number of errors, and then what the jobs were as like a comma separated list, and then like write something to turn that into a table. But the thing that's kind of nice about Excel is that, you know, when you have something reasonably nicely structured, you can like just go in and play with it, and you don't need to like open up VS Code or anything like that. He says as VS Code is like open down below. So I don't know, like I like this sort of thing. I did this with Industries of Titan a whole lot. So I think this is just generally how I play business sims, and I will not be shamed. Okay, so interestingly enough, immediately after that, we've got VR. So VR seemed to take me 1 minute and 25 seconds. So VR theoretically paid better. So my deal is, actually, you know what, I'm going to keep coming back to this. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to like consult this too regularly. But what I am going to do is I'm going to take down, so while I play, I'm going to write down my performance. I'm gonna try and find some ways to refine this. By the way, this is not the only other game. I tried out the Shadowrun. There's like a Genesis version of Shadowrun. I tried that out, and for that one, because I wanted to see whether or not there was actually more value in certain colored nodes, I started keeping a list of what the returns for that was. Actually, I probably have it in the. Just give me a minute here. Right, so here are the like nodes, number of files I got, revenue per file, because some of the runs were more successful than others, and I took 85. I think I can't remember if there were any reds inside here. Looks like it's just between orange and green. But then like part of this for me was just to test, like, in the back of my head, okay, is it all in my head, or are these things actually more valuable? And I believe I did actually make the determination that yes, those runs were more valuable. Anyway, I think we've established I'm not even a nerd. I'm like a bad stats nerd. But I really like playing games this way. What can I say? Okay, so I can go for the gumball machine and the welder, but I haven't actually seen a need for them. Now, you know what? I'm going to buy these. I'm not going to buy the efficiency tools quite yet. If I can, it would be nice to get a little bit more. It'd be nice to get a little more data on my like base level. Although, I mean, I guess it's just a level change in terms of my efficiency. I don't know. I can include it as a column. Ah, crap. This is just typical. Damn it, Paul, you're such a piece of shit. Oh, hey, sorry about this. I wasn't prepared for this bloody weather. I'll be gone in a couple days. Just gotta wait for the replacement doodad. It'll be here in a couple days. You're worthless, Paul. Everybody would be better off without you. That sure is a doodad. This would actually be really funny to put in like the storage locker and have it restore on its own. First run, not too shabby, kid. Not too shabby. You didn't come last night. Tonight's your last chance to talk. Otherwise, bad shit might start to happen around here. Panekukka. This is out of character for me to read the manual ahead of time, but Mr. Blop's world-famous gumballs. Platform-agnostic module configuration. 3 distinct random layers, textured feel, delicious looking. Not edible. Match the gumball to the holder layer colors. The holder will come pre-configured with 2 color options per layer. Use each toggle switch to toggle between 2 color options of its respective layer. Use the flip button to rotate the gumball 180 degrees. The success LED will confirm the match by turning green. God, that sounds really irritating. Broken shit is no longer broken shit. It's potential profit. Welding chamber, welding gun, confirm button. Place all fractured parts. Component into a welding chamber. Use the welding gun to paint weld points over the gaps between fractured parts. There's no such thing as too many weld points. Cover that shit. Press the confirm button to bake the fractured parts together. If successful, you can now extract the repaired component ready for use. If unsuccessful, repeat above with more weld points. Okay, I have some ideas about this. This seems like a very decent potential profit center. Maybe not profit center, but I definitely can see how this can help me save some money. Oh, jovial and fatal. Don't know about this. Okay. Nice threads, my guy. Alright, so got some rebreather problems. This is one I want to consult the grimoire for, just because, are you kidding me? Okay, so there's an obvious one that I need to do, which is the, okay, so that we're not going to throw away. So there's a lot of stuff we're not going to throw away. Okay, okay, and I need the mad perfs. Yeah, well, we don't have any snails as a start. Oh, for heaven's sake. This is one I'm definitely going to need to worry about the efficiency for, but... Okay. Correct temperature, sure don't look fed, and we need, don't remember how much foliage, 4 pieces, okay, so 3 more. I'm assuming I can't weld a tree. Oh, well, they've been foliaged. Looking good. Start putting this crap in here, otherwise I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm hoping this is water. Okay. Cool. Alright. If you look for the dictionary definition of unfucked, you would find this shitter. Alright, fix the broken realm, but I have other tasks before. Okay. Some hobby project for me to work on. Oh, damn it. I remember this. This one gets a little unfortunate. I've always been bad at this one. So I guess one question I have is if I just move this, if I just move it to my ear, nope. Okay. Oh, that is a real shame. Oh, no. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so it was the VR. So that took me the full 8 minutes. So it'll be easy to update. So it was oil, rebreathe, fuel, toilet, VR, but a fail on VR. And we got 354. Look, clearly you tried your best. I can see that. But your best blows. Find a new calling, man. Nice job of making first rent. Proud of you, little guy. Okay, gonna take a quick minute here to bring up the Excel sheet. sorry. How long did I say? It's 8 minutes, right? Nope. But yeah, I mean, all told, even though that took me like the full day, that wasn't like, given that it, well, okay. I think if I were to actually order this on the ones that were the most profitable, this probably wasn't wasn't as profitable as I think it is. I'm really curious what happens if I ignore the guy. That's one of the reasons why I'm continuing to do that. Okay. Hey, my part arrives in a couple days. I'll be out of your hair then. I should just jump off this station now and save everyone the trouble. You didn't come last night. Tonight's your last chance to talk. Otherwise, bad shit might start to happen around here. Ah, yes. Okay, so I think before I start the day, I should be able to weld stuff. Figure this is not a bad time for me to learn how that works. Okay, I'm gonna guess this is ready for use, but that's obviously, okay, so this thing's actual garbage. Okay, so is that. Not quite what I intended, but... Clearly that was not enough. Nope. Works for me. Just like new. All right. Let's watch the magic happen. Oil rebreather and unfuck the shitter. I wield riches beyond your imagining, child. Oh, let me just start with my 8. You may have but a crumb in exchange for a fleeting moment of your time. Okay, let's see what's up with the rebreather. That looks like an opportunity to me. Margins. I don't think fuel's on the list. Oh, that's no good. So I'm thinking this is oh, I see the problem. Okay. This is okay, so the heat vent. If heat fails to vent, may be damaged. Erratic jittering indicates it needs a pancake. Okay, so it just needs 2. Pancakes. Pancake. Oh, that's no good. It's taking too long, but I believe we have toilet duty now. No. All right. So once we clear this thing out, again, it took over half the day, so I'm not expecting miracles as far as the status goes. So we're doing this at 3:03. So almost 5 minutes. We got 3:32. So basically we made what we made, almost made what we made yesterday. No errors. No bonus either, but a befitting result. You could not have achieved less. I should not have expected more. Risky, but okay. Oil, rebreather, and toilet. Hey man, if you understand me, does that mean I speak Fox? Do we all just speak Fox? Existential crisis begins. Alright, pancake time. Okay. Pancake. Ah, crap. Let's see what the rebreather needs. Oh god. Everything. Okay, let's do the toilet, because that doesn't require parts. Never mind on the parts. So this strategy here is more about preventing the losses stemming from, like, not doing certain tasks. Okay. So I think it's pretty unlikely I'm going to be able to get all this done, but I'm going to do my best. And we'll start by getting the things I can easily replace, assuming I have the space for it. Holy hell. I'll just cram it all in there, dude. Okay. Oh god, I didn't even pay attention to what the last batch was. That sucks. Okay. So this one I got 144. There's oil, rebreathe. Toilet. 3 things wrong on that. I'm sorry, do you have permission to be here? Where's the actual mechanic? Why would you do this to me? Night, Wilbur. Yeah, that sucks that I didn't write down the jobs. Okay, I'm gonna just add the one that I have here. Tomorrow's the day, and you'll never have to see me again. Unless you somehow fuck up leaving Paul, you piece of shit. Well, here we go again. Oh, damn it. This must be him. Hologram's fucked. Devotee! As part of the Uncle Chop's reward program, you have been granted additional work. Congratulations. I'm also happy to inform you that as a result of your recent performance records, you have been granted hog work permissions. Now, to the matter at hand. You will have already noticed some technical issues with my current appearance. I shouldn't have to explain to you the severity of breaching brand guidelines. It damages the very fabric of what we do. But you won't let that happen, will you? Oh, you won't? Don't keep me waiting. You best get to it. Oh, before you do, just got a loan-o-matic installed in the delivery bay. If you don't have a workshop machine on hand, you can loan one there in a pinch. Careful though, the bill runs up quick. Good luck, Wilbur. Okay. I need to clear out inventory space before I do anything else. I also kind of need to accept my fate as far as this one's concerned, so. This is a boss fight. Okay, pancake time. What am I doing? The hell's taking so long? For keeping me waiting this long, you better be going the extra mile. I say, refilling my fuel tanks. One of these. Looking a little better. Okay, I think that's good enough. Well, that's no good. Damn, you're being slow. I've got places to be. Make this worth my while. Fix my oil. Okay, so we need 2 of those. Orange ones must connect to at least 2 other layers. Okay, promising. RGB control. Wrong side. Oh, Christ. Which one of these is it? Okay, one. Okay. I think I can go for the same design we had over here. I remember I've struggled with this one in the past, so. I've honestly never really been able to make sense of this one, but we're getting there. Oh, but we're out of red now. $30 with any fuel. Straight air. Alright, I have no idea where I get the air, though. That may even be good enough, to be honest. Yeah, I don't see where I get gas. So, you know what, let's just go for the oil at this point. How much does it cost me? Let's extend the date. Okay. Let's make sure we don't screw it up, but I think I can do a refuel in a minute. It's gonna be a little tight, but Come on, man. $30 seconds. I don't think I'm gonna get it all done, but oh, god damn. All right. So yeah, so I mean there were some slip-ups, but also I'm not, you know, there's no point in me writing any of that down. That is the first time I've actually passed that, though, so that feels good. You continue to impress. This will give me leverage with corporate. I'm about to turn things up. Don't get complacent. Damn. Good job with Chop today, Wilbur. $2,500 rent in 2 days. Yeah, that's not happening. Looks like a nice day today. Get out there. You didn't come last night. Tonight's your last chance to talk. Otherwise, bad shit might start to happen around here. All right, let's make some magic. I have no idea how this thing works, by the way. Like just in terms of the like where the aim goes. One of the things that's kind of nice, it's a little funny about this one, but I didn't think in like terms of actual design that the Chop boss fight was impossible. But it was definitely one that I felt like I was not necessarily capable of beating. So, you know, obviously that was not a great run of it. It's like, you know, it's a clown show, and I should probably feel bad about it. But I guess the big one for me is that, like, I did actually get past it, which I wasn't expecting. So the big challenge here is going to be remembering I've got these in my inventory. So even though I'm very sleepy and, you know, not covering myself in glory in this game, I've obviously made progress in terms of my ability to get stuff done. Let's see if I can be a little more elegant with the device here. First one was better than the others, but all right, let's see what the day brings. Okay, oil rebreather, fuel, and broken realm. This seems perfectly fine. Okay. Maybe take a little out, but so that's a water one. This maybe isn't the most important thing I can be doing, because presumably if I fail at... God damn it! Presumably if I fail at the fuel mission, it's like it's not the end of the world. It's the lowest cost that I'd face, but... Breather. Okay, not making the right breathy. So... and I gotta give it the old pancake. Unfortunately, I don't know which one of these... Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back. Pancake, okay. Okay, needs a black and an orange. I think I know how I can do that. Obviously, I'm not consulting the manual, so I'm gonna smack myself in the forehead if it doesn't turn out, but the green light says it's okay. There is a tool I want to buy as well for future. That still doesn't seem to be fixing. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to buy something. Okay, now that's not stopping the spin. Destructively rapid rotation of planet indicates a pancake problem. I solved the pancake problem, though. Hey, RunGZ, I'm just gonna need a minute to... Oh, only one. Damn, okay. Let's see while I'm doing this. Been a while. I always meant to get back on during your tourney run. Ah, that's no problem. I was gonna say, if you are interested, that is on YouTube. But unfortunately, I don't have like a playlist for it. Okay, must connect 2 other layers, and those other 2 layers need to be... Okay, so we can do, I think, one of these. One of these. These. That works. Yeah. No, that is... I was gonna say, I don't feel like I owe anybody their... I don't feel like anybody owes... Sorry, I should say it the other way around. I don't feel like anybody owes me their time, so I always appreciate it when people sort of hang out, but I completely understand... yeah, I completely understand not having the time. Okay, so another one of these. Let's do 4 trees. And nope. Food for the gnats. I don't know if you've ever seen Uncle Chop's Rocket Shop, which is what I'm currently playing, but it is a delightful roguelike fix-em-up is the titles that they give for it. It's got a great sense of humor, which always kind of earns points for me. Okay, I think these should be happy. So purple's happy. Yep, everything looks good. The only drawback is that it is timed, so it does... okay, so... Oh, and we still need to unfuck the shitter. Alright. Yep. Alright, I got 40 seconds to do all of this. I don't think I'm going to be able to fix the broken world, but let's see. Yep, that is one unfucked shitter. Yeah, 30 seconds to fix the broken realm. Something tells me I'm not even going to get the eye stuff sorted out, but let's give it a shot. No! What? Okay, I didn't even get that thing turned on. Oh, that's really cool. Actually, I've been doing a small run of Pillars of Eternity, but just like for myself, I definitely would like to try on stream. I don't even remember when I started this one. That can't be my first job of the day, is it? Maybe it was. But yeah, no, I'm engaging with it more, which I think that counts for a lot. But it has been, I think it's been like 2 months since I've played it again. So, but yeah, I feel like I'm sort of, I'm more in tune with what, I mean, again, playing Tyranny is a bit of a benefit here, but I think I'm a little more in tune with what Obsidian wanted to do with the game. And I'm also finding, for the most part, I'm able to be a little more thoughtful in terms of how I'm approaching some of the challenges. So, you know, for better or worse, that seems to have translated into a little bit more of I don't want to say charitable playthrough, because it's not like I was deliberately out to dislike it, but I'm getting more out of it this time. All right, Phil would have done a better job, and his eyes weren't all bugging out and stuff as well. Okay, so I'm still going to ignore the underground guy. Night, buddy. Hope you survive the night. Haven't been to the speakeasy yet, so at least this run. Establishing connection with host. Host connected. Good day. Locale records show Uncle Chop's devotees are twice as likely to request integration as the regional average. As I understand it, you, Little Mesa Wilbur, are the latest devotee on this station. Should you require financial relief, you will find me here every other rent day, where we can discuss your integration. See you soon. Connection closed. Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna go back to the default. What can I get you? Absolutely nothing, apparently. So actually, Runji said, if you want, I'm just going to take a minute here to explore a little bit more, but I'll show you a couple of the too hot for Twitch. I'll show you a little bit about some of the ideas in this game. You know what? I don't need to spend this yet. But if I go to the Grimoire, so the main idea, this is like definitely a very strange and like wonderful, but still very strange. So the main idea behind this is that you land on this repair station. Your first job, and like this is definitely the way that it sort of introduced the tutorial, you know, the one where it introduces you to play the game. So this is the fix 'em up version of like climb over a waist height obstacle and crouch through a low terrain. Your first one is to take the sort of the remains of the previous repair guy, and there's some rigor mortis involved, so you're gonna have to like really like put him in the ejection pod. But he has this grimoire with him, which you need to take out of his hands. And I believe, here we go, yes. Items and contents are soulbound. Soulbound number 6542, retroceed by any means necessary. Note, a soulbind is immutable and only released upon the soulbindee's death. In the event of the soulbindee's death, the next recipient will be soulbound. So by picking up the grimoire, I am now dedicated to this repair station. Also, you are resurrected, as one of the characters you meet is a god, so you are constantly brought back, hence the roguelike part. And so this will kind of, there are actually other pages that are added, but essentially this is how the game teaches you how to play. And there's no point, in fact, I think there's even some points where it tells you, like, you know, you should probably be reading these parts, but it's a pretty large book. I believe you can actually find this on the developer's website. And you're probably not gonna like remember all of it. So like, why not wait until you run into certain obstacles? And of course, this is where the game decides to really mess with you. So I'll go through a couple of the basics here. So read To Future Owners, A Guide to the Grimoire. Click the page to turn it, click the top bookmarks to navigate sections, click right bookmarks to navigate subsections, right-click the page to grow or shrink it, module view only, so that's when you're actually doing repairs, and spacebar to zoom in or out. This page is left intentionally blank. Inventory, don't care for time. Replace the clock with the job counter display. Never lose track of your completed jobs again. Job counter displays 3 jobs maximum. You can pull the tray to open it. Book tray, this is, again, basic, navigation. And the first thing that you usually do is a refuel job. So reliable home power. First in choice in home power, childproof. So it kind of explains, number 1, pull this thing. Number 2, deal with the wrench. So pull red lever down, loosen bolts with the number 2 tool in the tool tray, and then pull the yellow lever down. Follow instructions in reverse to secure the tank. So next page, fuel, right? And it explains the item, always match the fuel type with the sticker marked in the module. This indicates, if you see this, it's damaged, can't use it. Pretty basic stuff here. I've never had to do the wiring layout, and I hope I never have to, but I'm assuming it's in the manual for a reason. So, fuel and oil, probably what you might expect in a situation, like a scenario like this. I believe we're on to we're on to this section now. So I don't think oh yeah, here's the honk refuel station, shows how to use it. Let's see. It's like a full game mode where you might call mini game. Yeah, to a certain extent. I mean, another way of thinking of it is a bit like, it's a bit like, what is it? Keep talking and nobody explodes, but like single player. Let's see. Okay, so here we go. So, let's go through the Clifford one. So Clifford, winner of Most Endearing Name on the 14th Annual Awards. Yeah, it is quite charming. I also really like the way the main character walks as you move through. So I think this is the one one of the ones I was looking to show you at least. So who is Clifford? Clifford is the go-to AI ship assistant. Effective across a range of applications, Clifford is built with cutting-edge emotion technology. Of course, the thing to remember here is that if you're playing the default version of the game, there is a more relaxed version which doesn't time you. But the thing about all of this is that if you are reading through the book, you have an 8-minute timer of your day, and like the looming rent payment due. So, for the most part, you're going to be skimming this stuff. And the game 100% plays with this. So, where are we? Module power switch, power control, ensure power is being supplied before diagnosing issues with other module components. Once work is complete, ensure power is returned to default settings of 5. Misuse of AI components may trip the fuse. Follow instructions to reset the fuse. Then, here's the display. Identifying as moods, right? Neutral, anxious, bored, happy, love, shy, angry, sad, scared. Erratically switching between moods indicates faulty processors, see section D. Check target mood sticker on upper right corner of module. If Clifford is already in the target mood, no action is needed, otherwise proceed to the next step. Consult the chart overleaf to determine trait value required to achieve target mood. Run experiences, see section C to shift mood to target. Repeat steps 2 and 3 as necessary. And as you can clearly see from the flowchart, each of the 2 columns on Clifford's display represents a pair of opposed traits. Opposed traits cancel each other out, as illustrated below, with any excesses resulting in net values used by Clifford to determine its current mood. In this case, 1 joy, 3 misery, 2 passion, and 1 doubt. The chart below shows the logic used by Clifford to arrive at each possible mood. Net trait total, 0, bored. Net joy, misery, and passion, and doubt less than 2, neutral. If net joy is greater than 1 and net misery is greater than 1, anxious. If passion and doubt are less than 2, sad. Net passion greater than 1, angry. Net doubt greater than 1, scared. Otherwise, it's anxious. And if it's net joy, I guess equal 1 or less than. Net passion equals 0 is happy. Net passion greater than 1, love. Net doubt greater than 0, shy. And otherwise, anxious. This game actually makes tutorial journal thing an actual game mechanic. It's no dang smart, much of the say. Yes, no, this is like absolute. I actually have a piece of paper beside me now to try and find out the value of the work that I've been doing. Page left blank. Emotional shutdown. Congratulations, you royally fucked Clifford up. Time to reset him. Find the reset code beneath the processor panel. Unscrew and open the display panel. Check the fuse hasn't tripped. Use the code to configure out the switch array. Pull the reset lever and close and screw in the display panel. And then there's a bunch here, like you can give a bunch of, there's a bunch of experiences that you can use to mess around with the emotions. Now, I'm going to try and find the one for the react. Oh, yeah. Nell's remedy lever. All it takes is a tug. Follow closely the instructions enclosed. If the light is green, do not pull the lever. In the event that the user erroneously pulls the lever, see the page on fuck-ups. If the lever is red, pull the lever. Nell's remedy lever. In the event of the fuck-up, dwell on your mistake. This could have been avoided by reading just 10 words 2 pages prior. Now reconfigure wires to match the diagram below. And it has a fuck-up tally in the bottom. If fuck-up tally exceeds 5 strikes, consider Nell's liquid lobotomy. So yeah, this was one of the moments where I'm like, okay, they knew exactly what they were doing here, right? Because you'll see the remedy lever, but you're already stressed. Notice it's halfway through the manual. It's so obvious. And this is the penalty for not doing it. Do not serve this man. This page left intentionally blank. I'm not going to tell you what happens if you serve this man. You do not want to serve this man. This tomfoolery module. Where is the... Universal poop receptacle for poop and such. This one I've kind of got to memory. I have no idea what this is. Very much so. Oh, here we go. Okay, I also liked this one. Oh, this one is nice. You sometimes have to deal with bombs, so do the Venn diagram in time. Reactor for authorized personnel only. Oh man, that was too fucking close. I'm still shaking. Note to self, these motherfuckers can land ready to blow. Read through this before you take another job, you dumb motherfucker. To safeguard the reactor from unqualified individuals, a security question must first be answered. An incorrect response will result in a full system lockdown. If your reactor has been locked down by an unqualified individual, contact us and we will sue them into the ground. No win, no fee. We will rid the universe of these individuals and get rich doing it. Reactor. Upon gaining access, please follow closely the instructions within the literature to ensure successful maintenance and avoid a painful, albeit swift, death. And then, yeah. I should actually maybe... Nah, you know what? You only YOLO once. Yeah, I've definitely not done some of these. And presumably some of these... Anti-trifling. Do not distribute. Property of anti-trifle. Yeah, I'm assuming I will run into some of these later, but... Alright. As fun as that was, I want to try and at least do one more day to show off the experience. Oh, right. I also want to... I really should have gotten the inflationator. Alright, I'm going to buy the screwdriver and the wrench, though. Hope you crush it today, Wilbur. I'm rooting for you. You didn't come last night. Tonight's your last chance to talk. Otherwise, bad shit might start to happen around here. It never does, though. Alright, so... gonna repair this before I go any further. So buying the welder allows me to salvage some of the components, which in the end kind of helps me with my margins. You can tell I'm a real engineer. Algrins, how you doing tonight? What? The Dark Ones shit eat you? I've never seen this before. Consume phlegm, bobblehead, an item once broken, an item from another time, a willing initiate. No phlegm, sadly. We've got pus. I didn't realize there was another part to the... Yeah, no bobbleheads. Was this always here? I don't want to deal with any of this. All right. I've held off the hour of doom long enough. Let's see it. Do we want to mess with Clifford? I think I'm gonna go for a refuel job. That's like loser talk, but... Brother, this vessel is unfit to serve the Dark One. Could you help me out? You'll be rewarded when the darkness takes us. Alright, let's do this fast. Okay, so I need to remember that this is water. I wonder if it's got a doodad. Get out of here. So, 32 is not good money. I did that largely to avoid Excellent work, brother. Admirable care. I largely did that to avoid one that would take up the rest of the day, so. Okay, looks like I can't avoid this any further, so let's do the, do not, yeah, I don't think I can, oh wait, this one's fine, okay. I may regret doing this, but, oh, reactor present, check immediately. I know of this place. What secrets does it hide? What treasure is yearning to be uncovered? So remember that thing I ignored? I have no idea. Uh-oh. Alright, seems fine. Let's replace the oil. Alright, so pancake problem for sure. Wait, didn't I get a special screwdriver? Oh right, that's not gonna arrive until tomorrow. Alright, inconvenient. Section 2. Okay, any old 2 pancakes. Technically not true, actually, but I think these will do the trick. Nope. Alright, one of these goes down. Sadly, there's some kind of crap in here that I can't do anything with, so we will go back to get the real oil. Oh, god damn it. Already lost half the day. Okay. Last step. You are about to see a shitter unfucked with aplomb, my friends. I should make this sub only so you can appreciate the majesty. There you go. Again, I haven't been keeping track of time, so... There is no relic here. No treasure. No value at all. Let's go for a mystery. Oh, I remember this. You may find the value in the wares I possess, but I require something valuable in return. Something that cannot be replenished. Time is what I desire. Tell me, are you prepared to relinquish time for material gain? I mean, that is the definition of a job. Yes. Well, let's look over your options. First, Surprise workshop module. I require... you don't have time for that. Second, some omens. Shall we say 35? This would cost 255. What do you think? Omens seem to last between playthroughs, so yeah, let's do that. Yes, that is all for now. I'll linger no longer. Yeah, so that's the end of the day. Sorry, I realized there was not a lot of repairing done. It's a good one. Actually, this was one of the Christmas gifts that I wound up giving this year, and actually, I didn't even think of that. This would be a good game for a touchscreen. It's also funny too, because if you think of it, I kind of feel like this model. I have been thinking a lot of free-to-play lately, and like free-to-play live service. I really liked Outlast Trials, and I think, to me, Outlast Trials is an exceptional example of how a team that normally does like sort of these singular narrative experiences, and like really good ones, right? Like, you know, Outlast is very well known. Outlast 2 was good. You know, like Red Barrels clearly understands how to make a good game. But what really intrigues me is how good Outlast Trials is at capturing that feeling of that single player game in a multiplayer context. But also doing so in these sort of like 15 and 45 minute sections, which are enjoyable to keep replaying, and how that's allowed them to sort of expand out the game. So it like started off with 3 trials. Now there's like 9 with multiple variations inside of all of them. And there's still like the lore, there's still the like evidence and things like that. And I know like obviously live service is one of the like, it's one of the easiest ways to be hated by the audience that you're talking to, especially for people who like independent games. But I actually think in this case, a lot of the things that I enjoy about Outlast Trials are very specifically a function of that specific model of working. I think it's an example of how a talented team can work within those, let's say, constraints or conventions, I guess, depending on your view. And of course, you know, some of those reflect some of the demands of the mobile market. So I can actually just see how even like, you know, like for the most part, unless it's a premium title, you could, you know, usually you have to give like the free version so people will try it out. That would effectively be the demo in this case. And I could see how, you know, adding more pages to the grimoire or more modules would be a way that you could, in a not like, in like a reasonably tolerable way. Like nobody likes feeling like they're being nickeled and dimed all the time. That's definitely not where I'm going with that. But I do sort of feel like there are probably a few ways that you could see how this game would work in a mobile context with, with the touchpad, with that kind of interaction, while still being able to stay sustainable as a project for the group, because in the end, there's like lots of little rooms that you can keep adding out. Yeah, exactly. I actually seem to remember there was one called Space Team that I rather liked, and it sort of relied on people, it kind of relied on people knowing, or like being able to communicate in a chaotic situation with each other. I think for me, if you like Outlast, or if you like that kind of experience, it is definitely one that I think is worth checking out. It's different from it. Like I don't mean to suggest that it is equivalent to the several hours that you'll spend in an Outlast game, and you'll say it's like, yeah, I no longer need to play an Outlast game. Like I will really enjoy Outlast 3 when it comes out. But what I do like is the fact that they were able to take that experience, distill it down into these like 15 or 45 minute slots, make them enjoyable to keep replaying with different variators, and how that process has allowed them to continue to expand the game. And like, I, like a sucker, have like bought all the DLC because I want my character to look fancy. So in this case, it really does feel like it's one. I still think there's a place for like premium games, but to me, the amount of time I've spent in Outlast Trials and how much I've enjoyed it has been an indication to me that a lot of maybe the assumptions I had been making about live service and how that works for some games was probably not that well justified. But I think if you I haven't tried Resident Evil Outbreak, but if you like I feel like the first person angle that they took for some of the more recent ones, I feel that was very much a reaction to Outlast, among others. Anyways, I think I'm gonna have to wrap up for tonight. I am sorry to to end on a more chatty note, but for those of you not familiar, this was Uncle Chop's Rocket Shop. I like this game a lot. I actually feel like I should give credit again to Ellen Ripley, who recommended this to me. I had like this big spiel about how I feel that funny games are I feel that they're a very underserved market. It's not that there are not funny games. It's just that, if you think about something that most people want, like almost everybody likes to laugh. And, I can also see how a lot of independent game developers, their parents are asking when they're going to get a real job. People, they're maybe working a part-time minimum wage job supporting, a dream or something like that. And I can absolutely see, this is obviously stereotyping, but I can see how in those circumstances that developers really want to feel like they're doing something serious or important. And so this is why you sometimes wind up with a lot of like pixel platformers with a protagonist that is sad. It's not to mean that those games aren't good. There are very good versions of those games, but I would suggest that there are more of them being made than there's necessary demand for that. Whereas on the contrary, I think that there's probably a lot more room for more funny games. And I can see the conditions under which somebody who maybe has something to prove wouldn't necessarily consider a funny game. And so one of the things that's nice is because I've held this opinion, and I also appreciate, like, this is really unhelpful advice to game developers, because, like, what do? Do you, like, run up to a, struggling game developer and say, like, be funny? Like, that's not easy to do, and like some people do find that easier than others. But it's one of these things where I do feel that it is an undervalued skill, or maybe one where the market could bear further funny entries. And one of the things that I like is that this is translated into a lot of people. This is actually translated into a lot of people when they run into a game that like makes them smile, or like people who are familiar with my opinions on that, they actually wind up sharing them with me now. So it makes me like, I feel like that rant is one of the most productive for me, because it's meant that people wind up sharing more and more of the things that make them smile, which of course means that it makes me smile. Yeah, no, 100%, Runji said. Like, I feel that quality is in short supply no matter what, right? So, like, Outlast in one sense is supremely unpleasant in terms of just like what it depicts, and like nobody on paper wants to feel scared, but they want to feel like the safe kind of scared that a horror game will do. And you can do strategy games, and you can take on big ideas in strategy games, or you can take on fantasy. But I mean, like, the thing is even with fantasy, like, you see a lot of dark fantasy coming out, but it's also worth remembering, like, Harry Potter is fantasy, like, and that, at least for the earlier book, I mean, like, I've never read the books, I've only seen like the first 4 movies, but like I understand like what the like the engine of that is, right? It's like, just watch how a kid feels about going to school. Well, certain types of kids like feel about going to school. It is like a magical place, and it just, you just twist that a little bit further, and then you say, like, no, school is actually a magical place, and it opens up a bunch of possibilities, and it sells like a ton of copies. A great example of a sweet spot between the two would be something like Guardians of the Galaxy game, which I've not played. It is AAA third-person action-adventure, but is so well done and so interactive, and is driven by the comedic and funny set pieces. Never takes itself seriously, and what you walk away with is a seriously good piece of gaming. Yes, I absolutely agree with that sentiment. And again, and like I get it too, and like sometimes people try to have it like halfway, where like they'll rely a lot on like irony and snark, and it's like it's like the developer keeps reminding me, it's like, don't worry, I'm not taking this too seriously. I'm cool too, right? And like it's the fastest way to like just destroy that humor, right? Like this game here never nudges and winks, come on, we don't really believe in four-eyed like anthropomorphic foxes, right? But instead I can see that they're playing me like a fiddle by like looking at those sections of the manual where I'm obviously rushed and not paying attention, and it says, it's like, you couldn't read 10 words? Okay, well, here's a hard puzzle for you now. And it works, and that like it gives me that wonderful moment of like, you got me. So anyway, sorry, you said you were gonna go to bed, so I should do the same, although I might, for those of you that like Outlast Trials, I may do a little bit of that on the Discord, because I've got some dailies I still need to turn in. But before I do that, let's find somebody to host. We've got Kilgore Trout playing Heavy Metal FAKK 2. So for those of you that really like mature things, here's a woman without a lot of clothes running around. Kilgore Trout's a classic game streamer. He is with the GOG stream team, plays on a lot of original hardware. And I can't say I have had the pleasure of playing a heavy metal game, but you all get to experience it now. So I hope you all have a good night. I will see you all Wednesday, hopefully when I am well rested and we can go back to some of the usual games that we play. Until then, have a good evening.